Mr. Chucksong, chuck me a song. If chucking's right, I don't wanna be wrong. Okay. This is a double header. I uploaded the last one and I'm recording the next one. I'm all chucked up and ready to roll. Where do I go now? What do I see? Okay. So it's got to be somewhere in the Moss Grotto that we get the mossberry stew, right? It simply wouldn't make sense for it to be somewhere else. Maybe talking to guys in the towns could also help me out. That has never steered me wrong before. Even going up the stairs is fun in Silksong. Okay, this is new. Sister, what is that long gleaming tooth you carry with you? Is it a weapon?
That's fine.
It is indeed, though you need not fear. I will not raise it against you. Its edge is meant for predators and other foes. I strongly suggest that you arm yourself similarly before your own journey begins. Alas, for a pilgrim, that's a sin you speak of, sister. We arm ourselves with prayer, garb ourselves in faith, and hope they prove enough to reach the Citadel's glory. Such is our way. That's kind of messed up. Times are hard, so fresh supplies are always welcome. Bugs arrive here with nothing and often leave without much more. Yeah, so I gave him the supplies. There isn't too much to do here. Mossberry stew. Could it be? Trailer shot. What do you have to say to me? Okay, Chapel Maid's got nothing to say to me. This is where I got the mark of the Wanderer. So I wouldn't expect there to be anything too cool. You know, this is where the Wormways let me out. I remember the Wormways. I remember their ways. This doesn't seem very mossberry around here. Damn, that guy looks like the guy I was just talking to when I killed him. Okay, this is where I got the Wanderer. Can't be here. Rune Chapel. Could it be in Weave Nest Ally? I keep checking back there, don't I? That's where we built the bridge. Where could the Mossberry stew be? Do you have a stew? It's not for me. It's for the other dude. This is where the game begins. Crazy to come back here after 35 whole episodes. That one was attacking me. Maybe if I have enough mossberries? No, that's just to show you cool stuff in the first area of the game. I think I'm in the wrong spot. 'Cause that's where I fought the multiple people. I think I cleaned that out. head back. Use all that silk. We had a good run of a bunch of episodes where a lot of stuff happened, and now there we may be going back to my old ways. Okay, first things first. Oh, this material can be assembled in a home. Okay. We should check that out for sure. I happen to have a home. I thought I had to keep going up. Do you have any advice for me? I guess we could try another delivery run. There's one here we haven't done. Oh, liquid lacquer. Have I? That might be okay. After we check out my house. And isn't there another, I don't know, this is my house. Yes, assemble material. What? All materials? Silk, fine thread spun up from the soul of its creator. Highly coveted for its remarkable strength and mystical properties, used to heal wounds, extend life, and weave powerful runes. Shell shards, hardened fragments of shell and bone used in the crafting tools and traps. Rosaries, beads carved from various materials used as a measure of faith and traded as currency. Each is etched with a fine pattern design. Shell rosaries, beads carved from polished shell. The finer material reflects their increased value. Pearl rosaries, gleaming pearl carved over with intricate markings. The rarest and most highly valued rosaries in all of Farloom. Mossberries, sweet fruit that grows in most environments. The seeds are toxic in most creatures. Pilgrim shawl, simple garment, worn by several pilgrims over the ages, torn, tattered, and repaired many times over. Flint gem-like organ taken from a flint beetle, produces incendiary sparks, braided and may explode if cracked or dropped. Craft meal, rare element found naturally in the rock and bone of Farloom, used by skilled craftsmen in the construction tools and trinkets. Spine core, flexible fiber from within a hoker's spine, can be woven into garments and accessories by a skilled seamstress. Crown fragment, large spike of bone collected from a defeated skull tyrant. Horn fragment, hardened chunk of horn shell collected from a defeated savage beast fly. Silver bell, finely forged bell made from gleaming metal. Pale oil, bile gland of a rare Sylphian slug. Talented pinmasters can use the glistening liquid within to improve a blade's sharpness. Very useful. Plasmium, a liquid life seed possessed of remarkable regenerative qualities, a substance foreign to Farloom, introduced by the alchemist Xylitol. Rag pelt, tattered pelt taken from the body of a crawbug, fragile and drab, it is considered to have few practical uses. Polyp heart, core of a flower formed around the body of a consumed wood wasp. Secrets a secret sticky sap that the wasp subsists on. Roach guts, fresh innards of a muck roach, tough and slimy with a rank odor unpalatable the most. Courier's swag, heavy cloth sack containing tools, trinkets, and medical aids. Queen's egg, fragile egg containing a young silk eater queen. Though the queen cannot gather silk itself, with time and care, it could be raised to breed more silk eaters. Steel spines, hard forged spines intended for use in heavy machinery, and able to pierce through even the toughest shell. Squire cloak, garment gifted to pilgrims on admittance to the citadel. Its thick weave offers additional protection against wind and cold. Broodmother's eye, gelatinous organ collected from the defeated broodmother. I need to sit down after that. Okay, we could show this to the dude, but I don't think that gets us anything. Except a concert. We need to rebuild the tool. Pickled muck maggot is not a... Ingredients. Oh, it is, but we haven't given it to him yet. That's one thing we could do. Mossberry stew. As long as we can change this, we might as well give this a try. Actually, yeah, I have an excess of items. Let me see what happens. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's sick. Look out, dude. Okay. That's awesome. I actually really like that. Like, as my new weapon. I will hold on to it. Let's see what else we have to buy. Do I have anything to give to you? Yep. Here's a relic. Weaver effigy, carving of Atla, weaver of time, a prayer is etched upon it. By grace of your example and our history held full in mind, our song is yours, as your name is sacred. Weaver Atla, may you be praised eternal. Oh. And I do not have anything more to give this guy. There's still so much more to find in this game. I think I will try to buy all 3 of these eventually. But for now, let's get something a little more useful. That actually might be good. Am I full on blue? Might be better than Claw Mirror. It just might be. Honestly, this is kind of a better option, even though I love the remote bomb. Alright, we'll just take this for now. I wonder what the shopkeeper thinks when as soon as buying the thing, Hornet's just like, yeah! As I suspected. Alright, where do you need me to take this lacquer? I'm sorry I electrocuted you. It was not intentional. Liquid lacquer, wish promised. More for you, Miss Courier. Lacquer filled fresh for the maker on the mount. We have much, so don't worry for our supply. To climb the frozen peak, it is a journey most difficult. Our thanks go full with you that tries again. Okay. Oh, no, you're kidding me. Oh, no, really? I gotta go up there and take 3 hits? Oh, no. Oh. I almost took the first one already. Oh, this is not worth it fighting these guys, even though I need them for the Hunter's Journal. This is so not worth it. Now, if I can, like, heal the lacquer somehow, maybe this isn't so bad. This is not the way I'm supposed to be going, is it? We're doing this room again. Okay, can I heal it? Nope. I just took one of my 3 hits. Oh, goodness gracious. There's no time limit though, so it's a little bit easier. Even though I need to climb the entire mountain. The mountain's probably not even that bad, honestly, right? Which way do I go again? I've forgotten everything. What? I can take new routes now that I have the double jump. I think I've been... That's where I got, like, the charge shot, right? Yeah, wow, there's so much more I can do now that I have the double jump. They were like, oh, you got the double jump now. This should be easy for you. This is old hat. But it's not. You just run into random stuff. I love the big guy. Oh, look at him. And then we do this section again. Oh no, you'd think the double jump would make the... Wait, the double jump in this section? Oh yeah, this makes it way easier. Okay, I'm starting to realize why they thought the previous time trial was a fair challenge to give. They expected you to get the double jump. Happened again. Happened again. At least they do give you 3 whole shots in this version of the challenge. I do remember that flower quest in Hollow Knight 1 where you instantly die every time you get hit. I do like this guy. I do really want to give him his lacquer. Hold on a sec. I don't have my shoes on. That'll make it easier. Where are my shoes at? Yeah, now we're gaming. I hate it when I run out of silk and my silk speed anklets turn off. Didn't even wake him up. Easy. This challenge is so easy now that I have the double jump. It's not actually easy. It's simply easier. And I have to go much farther in this challenge than I did in the other one. I'm worried something's gonna be in my path. I don't remember where everything is. Okay, you can't poke off those things. Good to know. Just go this way. It's not worth doing that shortcut. It doesn't actually save you much time at all. And I do go left? No, I keep going up. I don't know if I've said this before, I probably have, but what I miss the most are those parts in Hollow Knight 1 where you would get like the dream route. And it would just be like, alright, here are all these little spots around the map you gotta run to as fast as possible. You don't even really need to do it that fast if you don't want to, but it would be fun if you did. And then you would just run around the map, touching all of the little dreams, and you'd get 1 dream per dream you touched. It was awesome, and everyone loved it. And you could just like zoom around the one room, just pick up all the things, and then you missed the one and you were like, oh, where's the one I'm missing? Where did it go? Oh, I need to find my one last dream. It was awesome. Everybody loved it. And I haven't done it yet in Silksong, but I want to. That's how I'm feeling right now. Yeah, think of all the time we would have saved in the timed challenge, just doing the room that way. Alright, not gonna break it there. We're in the Citadel. Gotta go up. Gotta go up, up, up. Oh. What the hell, man? I got clipped by the stage geometry and died instantly. That wasn't fair. It's okay. This is nowhere near as hard as the Courier's Rasher with no double jump. I just gotta figure out where I'm going once I get into the Bella room. This is the hardest part, is going up this way. That's why I took all 3 points of damage within seconds in that area. Because it's the hardest part. Certainly. Shoutouts to Coyote Time. I forgot that was there. They sure do put a lot of respawning enemies in this game. Oh, what? Huh? I feel like that is not how the Courier's Rasher worked. Well, I guess that means no more rage quitting. Just do the whole thing, even if you get hit early. Can you imagine if you had to, like, pay money every time you wanted to attempt the quest? If they were like, we're not giving you lacquer for free, you gotta pay us 20 bucks for breaking our lacquer. I would have been a little angry if they told me that. Not gonna lie. But luckily they didn't. Luckily they just give it to you for free. Because they know it's a hard job. They know you're already stressing about enough. You don't have to worry about money too. That'd be too much. You wouldn't even do the job. And they're grateful you're doing it for them. That's why they don't charge you. It's a mutually beneficial relationship, and they don't want to mess with that. They're very wise. That's why they became couriers instead of warriors. Was worried I was gonna get hit there. This room is so much easier with the double jump. Oh, how I missed the double jump. You remember when I was doing this as the Courier's Rasher, I was thinking like, oh, there's got to be some way to make this easier. There's got to be some unlockable I don't have yet. You saw me flinch. And there certainly was. I didn't even mean to press that button. I was just holding my finger over it a little bit too hard. Quite the blunder, if I do say so myself. probably a way to skip this area. I think I've done it before, but whatever. If we go up, we go up. That's how we talk about it. Almost fell for that one again. Thank you, my fleas. Because the mountain's not even that dangerous, right? There's not too many enemies. It's mostly just you die from cold, and I'm wearing a winter coat right now. Such a faster way to do that room. It's unbelievable. Alright, I got an idea. Didn't work. If only we could take this elevator. But that would destroy the lacquer. I've never gone this way before. This isn't the way to the restaurant. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, dude. Dude, now I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm not going the right way, am I? Given a chance, this one will steal silk from any significant source, including my own shell. Oh, I went way too far to the right. Let me find out where I'm supposed to be going in here first. Where did I go wrong? This is the... Yeah? Ah. Yeah, you could say, in that situation, you should just keep going to the end so you know the path before you have to do it again when it matters, but... Don't worry about it. We're just gonna go fast. Cannot believe how much easier Courier's Rasher would have been if I had just gotten the double jump. But hey, I got it on film. I got it in... am I recording in 1080p or is this 720? Regardless, irrefutable proof that I was able to complete Courier's Rasher side quest without a single double jump. And that's gotta be worth something. That was a dangerous scenario. Nice try, buddy. Your money is mine, and your life. That's my new Hornet voice. I'm changing it up 36 episodes in. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Alright, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did last time I was here. Where instead of pressing no button so as to not die, I press a button that makes me die. An easy mistake to make if you're not paying attention. But that time, I was paying attention. I do enjoy these vertical sections. No, I guess there is no way to avoid this. Sorry, buddy. Electrocution! That is not as big a hitbox as I wanted it to be. What? He's gonna try to kill me. Not falling for that mistake again. That one's fake. But look at how much faster I can clear the room now that I have the double jump. Well, we know what happened last time I had all 3 lives going into the Grand Gate. Let's not make a repeat of that mistake. Oopsies. It's kind of a shame, because that room was really fun without the double jump. Makes me glad I did do it without the double jump at least once. Alright. This time... I don't know if I did something that caused him to fall, or if he just happened to fall that time. But regardless, he fell, and that made that part of the room very easy. My thumb is getting a little tired of pressing the B button this quickly. What? What is happening? The Sentinel? What? What? The Sentinel is fighting the infection? I guess no, it's not the infection, it's the haunting. So the Sentinel is... Huh. What could that mean? What could the Sentinel... Does the Sentinel want me to help? Want to help me beat the grandmother? You put that there so that would happen to me. You did that on purpose. I know you did that on purpose. You almost did it on purpose again. You tried to do it to me again. Dude, are you gonna break my lacquer? Are you in the actual plane of gameplay, not in the background? Are you? Are you? Can I bump into you? Is this bonkable? Huh? Huh? This is bonkable. Yeah. Don't think I didn't know that. Jeez. Glad I unlocked this secret shortcut back. That's way easier than doing it without the secret shortcut. Okay. Next step. The frigid area. Mount Fair. And it is possible to climb up just going to the left. You don't have to take the first way you did it. But I gotta be careful. The water will still get me. Doesn't look like I can climb back up that way. I'm not nervous, I'm just a little careful. It would be very silly to fail at this point to a dumb mistake. Okay, here's my route. Right now I'm here. We gotta go up. We gotta go this way. And then there. It's as simple as that, truly. Hey, this is a shortcut? Can I shortcut this? Okay. Forgot how hazardous this mountain was. I went too far up. I am allowed to go this way, right? I should be. Down and around. can't go this way. So I do need to go... Oh, unless I can go... Okay. So here's the route. I think that is easier. Forgot it was like that. It really is the easiest route, huh? There's like so much lore behind this though. Like this is the lore guy. This is the guy who gives you the lore. I gotta get this lore. If I don't get the lore, then what's the point of anything at all? Why am I even chucking my song if not for the lore? That's what it's been about from the very beginning. You start episode 1, I'm coming out of the crazy cage at the bottom of the green zone, and I'm already thinking about lore. 'Cause that's what it's always been about. At least I'm getting money. You. Oh, how many times have we ran through this pathway? First time I came here, I sure didn't think I was going to be going through it like a few dozen times. But they just love making you climb the blasted steps. What if, in a similar fashion to how it was so much easier after I got the double jump, what if there's actually another way into the Citadel that's much shorter than climbing up all of the blasted steps that I have not yet discovered? Wouldn't that be quite the twist if it were true? In fact, I have a sneaking suspicion that perhaps there would be a shortcut from here up to this area, and it would make this quest noticeably easier than what I have to do right now. But I don't know how to get there. I don't have it unlocked yet. Guess that means I could come back and try to do this quest later once I have said shortcut. But I don't know, maybe doing this quest is what unlocks that shortcut. Maybe that's how they trick you. That's how they get you good. Is doing the quest makes the quest trivial. It's a catch-22 kind of a deal. Could that be what we're dealing with in this situation? I don't think so, but it's a possibility. You know? Regardless, I'm having a good time. I'm chucking my song. I'm moving around. I'm pressing the B button a whole lot. That is my favorite button to press. Look at me go. Alright, can you just fall off again? It made it really easy when you did that. Thank you. Many thanks. Jump, 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 jump. Yeah, 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 yeah. Up we go. I keep jumping because I'm worried I'm going to bump into something that I forgot was there. Yeah, honestly, this is kind of the easy part that would be skipped with such a shortcut. Wow, they just stayed dead. That's kind of crazy. Thank you, Sentinel. Maybe there are not 3 Sentinels. Maybe I already did the get 3 things with the 3 songs that I had to form together in order to fight the final boss. That would make sense. I'm not going to bump into that again. Nor that. I'm not dealing with you today. Yeah. So maybe the second Sentinel, it's just, that's the Void Heart. Is the Sentinel itself, and the Sentinel will assist me. In getting the better ending. Alright, that was a relatively uneventful trek back to Mount Fae. I really did not lose all that much progress, all things considered. It's simply a matter of being in practice, climbing the steps and getting back here. Now I just need to scale the mountain. I forget, was it up there that I needed to go, or is it down here? It is down here. I was correct. I think it's probably... No, I should take the lower path, because then I don't have to deal with the laser machine. Oops. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. Cowabunner. I didn't know it took double damage when you took double damage. Oh no, that makes it a lot less easy. Why did they bring this back? I think, like, okay, so conceptually, what they're doing with this quest is that once you reach a certain point in the game, you are simply going to fast travel to every location that you want to get to. And that's a bit of a waste, because they spend all this effort making this wonderful interconnected world where everything connects to each other, and it's just really cool to be able to get from one place to the other. So they wanted to give you a quest where you just gotta, like, you gotta actually navigate, and you gotta make it from one place, and you gotta map out your route. Of like, okay, there's this other place on the other side of the map. How am I supposed to get there without using any fast travel? And that's really cool, and I like that. But why do you have to do it without getting hit? That's not fun. That's just perfectionism. Now, if it was like, okay, you gotta, like, do it with only 3 health total, or some other, like, some special binding thing like they did with the Pantheons, if there was like, okay, you gotta get from one place to the other without any bindings, then okay, I could see it. Like, if I was allowed to heal my lacquer the same way I heal my regular hearts, then I would be like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's fun, I like that. But here it's just like, don't make mistakes for 10 whole minutes. And if you make one mistake and you're not lucky about it, then you just have to start over from the beginning. And that really sours the fun of trying to figure out your routing from one place to the other. That's what I think. And like the speed run, that was really cool. That was a really cool idea. Like, oh, you gotta get from this place to the other place in like only 10 minutes. You gotta do it really fast. So you gotta like pick a good place. You gotta really know your movement. That was really cool. That was a really fun challenge. But why do you lose time every time you get hit? That's not fun. I want to be able to damage tank through stuff when I'm doing my fun speedrun challenge. That makes it more fun, because then I have to like apportion out, like, when can I take damage? When can I tank through, instead of trying to be careful around the enemies? But the answer in the Courier's Rasher challenge is you don't get to take any damage strategically. You just have to never take damage. Or, you know, if you do, you lose a bunch of time. You can make up for it with speed, and that is cool. I like that you can make up for taking damage a few times by going faster. That was a good idea. I liked that. But it shouldn't be a mistake contest in the first place. It should just be a fun movement challenge. It should be a routing challenge, a navigation challenge. It shouldn't be oh, you gotta be real careful around every single enemy for 10 minutes, and if you, oh, I almost got hit by the jump because I didn't see it coming. That would have lost me the whole challenge right then and there. That's not a fun challenge. I don't like that challenge. I don't like having to do the whole thing carefully. Because, you know, if it was just like, oh yeah, you got to do it 7 times because you weren't fast enough the first 6 times, then it'd be like, okay, I get to do it again and I get to do it a little faster. That's fun. I can see the fun in that. I enjoy it. I like it. It's a good challenge. But now I'm just like, oh, I got hit by one laser. I bonked on these freaking caravans because they look like they're part of the background when they're actually in the foreground. And every time you bonk, you take damage on your lacquer. And then you gotta do the whole challenge over again. It's funny. It's like when you sit on the bench in the ant colony and you think, oh, a nice little bench for me to sit on. That's a checkpoint. And then it's actually a trap, and you're like, oh, it got me. That's a Dark Souls-ism, and it leads to memorable moments, and I can understand why you would want to do that, and it's fun. But I think you gotta balance that around the other things that I've mentioned in this long-winded rant that I've been doing to keep myself busy while I climb up to the mountain for the 7th time. Because I don't even have to do it fast. Why is this not timed? You know what, I am complaining. I think this should be harder. This should be more difficult. They should make you do it in like a certain amount of time. They should time out how long it's supposed to take, and then however long it took them, so you have to do it even faster than that. Make it really tough. Make me have to do it 100 times before I deliver the lacquer, and they give me all the lore about how I have to stop talking right now because this is the hard part and I need to focus. Okay. What was I saying? Something about 100 years? Next time I just kill the guy. Next time I don't be careful. Fear is the mind killer. What the hell? The servitor has been heavily damaged by time in the elements. Its actions have grown erratic. It seems to no longer be able to discern friend from foe. That's why it's attacking me. Now I have to do this entire section without taking damage. I'm like, I don't remember there being too much dangerous stuff between then and the end, but... oh, there's gonna be something, alright. What is that crackling noise? It's the warmth of a flame. I can still bonk. I can still touch those spikes. I can still get hit by the helper guys. I can still bonk! You're lacquer, my friend! Oh. Maker, I bring a delivery from Bellheart below. Lacquer for your long work. Good, good. To seal, to protect. May Forloom's fresh faces gleam bright. Wish granted. And we're bringing that 7 back it down to a 1.
Okay, together.
Take reward for services made, visitor. Gift for you to spend or treasure. A fine face, yours. Not of my work. Not of this kingdom's craft. Not now, at least. But the deeper form. Distant relationship. Some form of Forloom and our old-legged stewards.
Yunkin Sentera.
Now, to work, to work. The masks are needed.
Okay, together.
All deserve a face, a chance to be. Until I wither, for the faceless I shall provide.
That's fine.
The bugs of your land. I have watched them, climbing towards their absolution without the flicker of a thought to what it means. Aye, but isn't it always such for those snared to serve your higher caste? Our mortal mob did once act some defiance. Unawares, maybe, but successful in part. Goaded towards it by Weaver's will and all.
Da, Fenestra.
You speak of the Citadel? Its former function has failed, but I can still sense its purpose some. Its church and cage both. Aye, devised by your ancestors, that monstrosity, and their wicked, clever minds. A system, or a web they'll likely call it. A way to keep their mother sealed in slumber, and themselves free to lavish in their false rule. Enough talk, old one. Mine is a calling that scant allows rest.
Yanara.
Very well, Maker. I shall take my leave.
Benny Frank.
So, Grandmother Silk. Okay. That tells us a lot about the lore. So in Hollow Knight 1, it's the worm, the Pale King, is what, like, he's strong enough that he can give the bugs consciousness. They become sapient because a pale being grants them such. And the pale being here obviously is Grandmother Silk. And like, the Citadel was made by the Weavers to, like, contain Grandmother Silk in the cradle. And then the Citadel can rule over the kingdom instead of the rightful queen, who is Grandmother Silk, who's trapped in the cradle. But Grandmother Silk is too powerful to just be trapped in the cradle. And that's why she's destroyed the Citadel. She's like, I don't want to say justified, but it's a lot more like she's thinking rationally than like the Radiance, which I think the Radiance is just kind of a jerk. The Radiance just wants to burn things. I think the Radiance is just evil. Grandmother Silk, not so much. Grandmother Silk is just very upset that the Citadel was built. The Citadel are the evil ones. And they're not the Joker. They're more like, who's another Batman villain? Bane. They're not like Bane at all. I think actually Bane is probably Grandmother Silk. No, I don't think that really works either. Maybe it's, who was the villain in Batman Begins? I don't even think I watched that one. I think I just watched The Dark Knight. That was a good movie. Who was the villain in Batman Begins? Hold on a sec. I gotta use incognito mode because this is embarrassing. I don't want people knowing that I'm Googling this. Who was the villain in Batman Begins? Scarecrow. Who is Scarecrow? Oh, Scarecrow is not the main villain. It's the League of Shadows? I've been brought to a Reddit thread who is talking about Scarecrow is a decent choice for a villain because most people know who he is. I guess? Sure. He's certainly scary, I'd imagine, with a name like that. The Scarecrow. But, I can't really tell you how similar the Scarecrow is to Grandmother Silk. Or to the Citadel. Because I haven't watched the movie. But what I have done is deliver the lacquer to the mask maker. I wonder if that unlocked anything else extra? Probably not. Yeah, I suppose the Pilgrim's Rest supplies may unlock something important. Regardless, I feel as though we are close. There can't be too much left to do. Where the heck is the freaking mossberry stew? I talked to the guy and he's just like, "Oh, go to where the mossberries are." Guess we'll have to figure it out in the next episode of Chucksong. If you're in this deep, you gotta see it through to the end. There's no quitting 36 episodes deep into Chucksong. But, thanks for watching this far. We have so much more to go.